Welcome to the Cherokee County School District's third annual Support Staff Employees of the Year recognition ceremony. We will begin our ceremony with greetings from School Board Chair Kyla Cromer.
Good evening. I'm Kyla Cromer, Chairman of the Cherokee County School Board, and on behalf of the entire school board, I bring you greetings tonight. Tonight, we get to celebrate you. You are the backbone of our district. The work that you do each day supports and improves the learning and work environment for our students and staff alike. Thank you for all that you do. You are invaluable to the success of our district, and we appreciate you. Now, let's hear from our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Brian Hightower.
Thank you, Ms. Cromer. Along with your fellow school board members, we appreciate you participating tonight. I do want our honorees to know that joining us tonight are other board members, Vice Chair Rick Steiner, Mike Chapman, Clark Menard, John Harmon, Kelly Poole, and Patsy Jordan. We appreciate you participating. I also want to thank our honorees. We so appreciate you. No year has been like this, and now more than ever, we want you to know how valued you are, how much we appreciate you, and how proud we are that you're being honored tonight. We also want to let our viewers know that every school, center, and school district division is represented by honorees tonight. The tough part was our retired educators and sponsors getting together to select 3 overall winners. We look forward later in the night to celebrating those 3 overall winners. We also want to let you know that tonight wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. We have with us premium sponsor, presenting sponsor, the Cherokee County Educational Foundation, as well as gold sponsors, Seamless Gutters, Credit Union of Georgia, and COBMC, as well as silver sponsors, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Now I'm going to turn it over for remarks from our sponsor. Cherokee County Educational Foundation is being represented tonight by Kevin Williams. You may know him as the Canton Chick-fil-A owner-operator or a recent author, Irrational Kindness, but we know him as the vice chair for the foundation. Welcome, Kevin. We look forward to your remarks.
Hello, guys. I'm Kevin Williams. I'm with Chick-fil-A here in Canton, Georgia. I'm also the vice president of the Cherokee County Education Foundation, who really works hard to support raising funds and awareness for teachers and learning at the Cherokee County school system. My friend here says, chicken keeps you rolling. Don't you love that? But you know who else keeps things rolling? Is you. The incredible support staff that we're here to recognize for the excellence they do. So many of y'all do so much to really keep our schools going. That's just as important as any role in our school system, and we're so grateful to honor you today. So I want to say thank you to the 47 men and women from every school system and every school and the central office as a thank you for how you are excellent at what you do. It could be nurses or custodians, police officers, secretaries, paraprofessionals, and others that undoubtedly make things work. We're so grateful for the excellence you provide and the people you serve. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and today we honor you.
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you to the Cherokee County Educational Foundation. We now will recognize and congratulate each school's Support Staff Employee of the Year, as well as each Central Office Division's Support Staff Employee of the Year. Each honoree will receive a plaque of recognition, a swag bag with gifts from CCSD partners, and a $150 Visa gift card funded by our sponsors, which you will receive from your principal or supervisor early next week. In addition to our presenting sponsor, the Cherokee County Educational Foundation, our platinum sponsors, Credit Union of Georgia and Guaranteed Seamless Gutters, our gold sponsor, COBMC, and our silver sponsor, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, we would like to thank the following sponsors: ABM Industries, Allegro Business Products, Alma Coffee Roastery, Centegix, Chick-fil-A of Cherokee County, Cintas, Double V Restaurants Incorporated McDonald's, Northside Hospital Cherokee, Nova Engineering, Riverstone Corner Bistro, Schottenkirk Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Practically Perfect Day Spa. Together, all of these sponsors made our recognition program possible. Thank you. ACE Academy, Pam Cheever, Special Education Paraprofessional. She has 5 years of service with CCSD, all in the same role. In her principal's words, Ms. Cheever is always the first person to help, whether it be luncheons, cake cuttings, setting up and breaking down of morning donuts and coffee for teachers and staff, or decorating bulletin boards. Ms. Cheever laid the groundwork for ACE to partner with Must Ministries on a neighborhood food pantry, which has been a multi-year goal of hers. Not only does she receive and process monthly deliveries and help distribute food to families every month, Pam willingly delivers to students whose families don't have transportation. Arnold Mill Elementary School, Betty Miller, school nurse. She has 10 years of experience with CCSD, all in the same role. In her principal's words, Nurse Betty faithfully takes care of all of the students and staff at Arnold Mill. She has demonstrated tireless energy and patience this year as she has juggled taking care of students coming to the clinic and addressing the phone calls and emails from parents. With schools being open in the middle of this pandemic, she has been an extremely valuable resource for our school and community. Betty is recognized as one who demonstrates significant contribution to the success of the team and is an outstanding advocate for the team. Avery Elementary School, Taylor Johnson, paraprofessional. She has 20 years of service with CCSD, all in the same role. In her principal's words, Taylor Johnson is an integral part of Avery. She is very loving and kind with her students. This spirit she carries through all she does for Avery. Whenever she is working with a child, she encourages him or her in a loving manner. The child feels valued and cared for. It is key to encourage and build them up to reach their highest learning potential. She accomplishes this with her loving and nurturing manner. Ms. Johnson demonstrates understanding and genuine concern for the health and welfare of students. Ball Ground Elementary School STEM Academy, Julie Fowler, Student Records Facilitator. She has 18 years of experience with CCSD, including 3 years in her current role. In her principal's words, Ms. Fowler is one of the first people to interact with our families when they are enrolling at Ball Ground. She welcomes everyone with a smile and a supportive attitude. She has been a longtime resident of Ball Ground, and this really helps her to develop those positive relationships with families and support their needs. One of the best things about Ms. Fowler is that she always has time for everyone. She is often very busy with schedule changes and new student enrollment, but she always takes time to answer questions from teachers, support staff, and families. Bascom Elementary School, Shaun Lytle, Supportive Instruction Paraprofessional. She has 17 years of experience with CCSD, including 3 years in her current role. In her principal's words, she provides not only face-to-face support, but digital learning as well. Shaun works with small groups of students to help them complete academic tasks successfully. She is so flexible that you can ask her to fill any position or complete any task, and she simply says, sure. She is the epitome of a strong work ethic. There is nothing you would ask Shaun to do that she wouldn't give it 100%. She even volunteers to go above and beyond her job duties and responsibilities. Boston Elementary School, Darlene Gattis, Head Custodian. She has 8 years of service with CCSD, including 6 years in her current role. In her principal's words, Darlene's work extends beyond her responsibilities to the school's environment. Darlene also makes a positive contribution to the school climate at Boston. She has a huge heart for our kids. She is a daily staple in their life. They love her, and she loves them right back. She is truly invested in our school. Darlene takes great pride in her work, and it shows. She leads her custodial team with a clear vision and high-level expectations. Darlene leads with a servant's heart. Carmel Elementary School, Simone Alsop, Student Records Facilitator. She has 15 years of service with CCSD, including 5 years in her current role. In her principal's words, Mrs. Alsop is the smiling face and helping hand of Carmel. Her work ethic is phenomenal. She has worked tirelessly this year to transfer kids back and forth from digital learning to face-to-face. This continuous transfer process has necessitated class roster changes and updates throughout the year. She has worked closely with other zone registrars to make sure our students are placed correctly in digital classes, and she won't let it go until it is right. Other registrars often call to consult with her, and she provides guidance and training to help them. CCSD Preschool Centers, David McMickens, Ralph Bunche Center Custodian. He has 36 years of service with CCSD, all in the same role. In his principal's words, David is a pillar of the Ralph Bunche community. He was a student at Ralph Bunche. Because David has a long history and tie to the campus, pride and ownership is evident. Ralph Bunche has the most immaculately kept grounds, and that is because David sees the school as an extension of his own home. In addition to the wonderful work that David does daily, his interpersonal relationships with both students and staff are immeasurable. David knows each and every student's name in the school. He also makes it his mission to learn about staff likes, dislikes, interests, and families. Cherokee High School, Jen Bradley, Attendance Secretary. She has 5 years of service with CCSD, including 1 year in her current role. In her principal's words, Jen took over the attendance office in January 2020. She not only had to navigate through a new position, but she also has had to adapt to the challenges of 2020. She has done an amazing job, and her attitude has truly been that of a warrior. Through these challenges, she has trained a new part-time employee, a new student worker, and adapted to a new phone system. No matter what challenges, she has always had a smile on her face and a warm welcome for anyone that enters the door. Clark Creek Elementary School STEM Academy, Joy Harrison, School Nurse. She has 7 years of service with CCSD, all in the same role. In her principal's words, Joy Harrison should be strongly considered for the District Support Staff Employee of the Year recognition. During such unprecedented times, her response and availability have been unmatched. She has been available to provide guidance, support, and comfort at all hours of the day and night and weekends. Joy and I have worked very closely together to ensure protocols and determine best practices for our school and community. Clayton Elementary School, Whitney Lofton, School Nurse. She had 1 year of service with the CCSD before her need to resign recently for family reasons. In her principal's words, Whitney Lofton is truly one of a kind. We were truly blessed to have her. When Whitney joined our school, she instantly became a member of our school family. During the pandemic, Whitney took her superpowers to a new level. Parents routinely called to ask her opinion on how they may safely navigate this time. Whitney's love for her job and her students radiated through her calming demeanor. Creekland Middle School, Sunny Ray Harik, Receptionist. She has 3 years of experience, all in the same role. In her principal's words, Mrs. Harik has several responsibilities at Creekland Middle School, but the relationships she builds with families as they walk through the doors help keep our community strong and supported. Not only does she greet students and parents as they walk through the door, makes announcements when needed, organizes technology distribution and collection during digital learning days, but she also maintains the front office operations on a day-to-day basis. Sunny Ray models what it takes to be a true Grizzly and is truly an asset to Cherokee County. Creekview High School, Cindy Blevins, School Secretary. She has 13 years of experience, all in the same role. In her principal's words, Ms. Blevins is very efficient in her jobs and always completes them in a timely manner. She goes out of her way to help others, and if she doesn't have the answer, she will find out who does. She loves people, works hard, and has a passion for the Creekview community, which she displays each day she is at work. Ms. Blevins is ending her career this year after having been responsible for just about everything at Creekview at one time or another, with the exception of scheduling and bookkeeping. She has done it all with a smile on her face and a willingness to make Creekview a welcoming, relationship-focused school. Dean Rusk Middle School, Lisa Burns, Instructional Lead Strategist. She has 13 years of service with CCSD, including 1 year in her current role. In her principal's words, Ms. Burns is an asset to Dean Rusk Middle School. She is an advocate for teachers and will do anything to support them in the classroom. She goes above and beyond to ensure that all resources and information are available for student and teacher success. During these unprecedented times, Ms. Burns has helped teachers, students, and parents navigate their way through the digital learning experience. Ms. Burns' #1 priority is to ensure that a great learning environment is provided to all students, whether it be in the classroom or digitally. E.T. Booth Middle School, Becky Price, Student Records Facilitator. She has 25 years of experience with CCSD, including 1 year in her current role. In her principal's words, Becky took on the role of registrar last year and has done a stellar job in that position, despite being in the middle of a pandemic. She began her career with the county as a paraprofessional, and then for years she served as one of our front office secretaries before moving into her newest adventure. If you have been at Booth since the doors opened or just joined us this year, you have no doubt come to know what an integral part of the #Falcon family Ms. Price is. Becky continually exhibits commitment to the well-being of our school and is an outstanding member of our support staff. Etowah High School, Kathy Alexander, School Nurse. She has 9 years of service with CCSD, all in the same role. In her principal's words, Kathy comes to work with a positive attitude and is always enjoyable to work with each day. She keeps her cool when an emergency presents itself and is able to clearly think through these situations. She never lets the duties of her job get her down, and she treats all the students with kindness and respect. When we needed her to go the extra mile to help with anything unexpected, she has always answered the call. Free Home Elementary School, Amy George, Supportive Instruction Paraprofessional. She has 6 years of service with CCSD, including 5 in her current role. In her principal's words, faculty members at our school use words such as reliable, prompt, agile, passionate, flexible, kind, courteous, caring, dedicated, thoughtful, eager, positive, and motivated to describe Amy George. Those that work with her note her ability to respond to the needs of a situation, being quick on her feet to meet the demands of the classroom, and, most importantly, her willingness to go above and beyond to help make students successful. Ms. George is dedicated to our school, often assisting in events and activities as a volunteer to show support for her colleagues, our families, and the students. Freedom Middle School, Amanda Hoffman, Student Records Facilitator. She has 10 years of service with CCSD, including 3 in her current role. In her principal's words, Amanda Hoffman is a deep well of intentionality and involvement. Within all of her job-related tasks and beyond, she has a knack to look ahead and see what needs to be addressed. During the challenges of scheduling at the beginning of the school year and managing the digital learning students as well as the face-to-face students, she was able to troubleshoot, align, correct, and plan before bringing circumstances to the administrative team. She was a tremendous blessing during that time, especially, and made our job much easier because of her attention to detail. Hasty Elementary School Fine Arts Academy, Joanna Campos, Principal Secretary. She has 4 years of service with CCSD, all in the same role. In her principal's words, Ms. Campos has been a part of the Hasty family for 4 years, and in this short time, she has become a person everyone in the school building leans on and trusts. The key value that Ms. Campos exhibits are collaboration, compassion, and an unwavering positive attitude. She is the first to assist others in our office in times of sickness, loss, or misfortune. Ms. Campos often goes beyond simply interpreting for our families. She ensures they are well informed so they can better themselves and their families. Hickory Flat Elementary School, April Simmons, Student Records Facilitator. She has 15 years of service with the CCSD, including 4 years in her current role. In her principal's words, the phrase, "that is not my job," is definitely not a part of her vocabulary. Throughout this school year, Mrs. Simmons has continually gone above and beyond her role as a registrar in order to ensure that all students are properly placed and supported. Having to balance enrollments in both face-to-face and digital learning environments is no easy task. However, Mrs. Simmons has continually exceeded expectations in her ability to account for all students. She has a genuine heart for her role here at Hickory Flat, and we can easily say that we would be lost without her leadership and passion for what she does each and every day. Holly Springs Elementary School STEM Academy, Gladys Stubbs, School Secretary. She has 5 years of experience with CCSD, including 1 year in her current role. In her principal's words, Gladys Stubbs is a highly competent professional who is always willing to go above and beyond. Her flexibility in multitasking and always being there for staff, students, and the community is impeccable. Beyond her normal secretarial duties, she goes above and beyond to create a welcoming culture for everyone who walks in, including the Hispanic families who especially appreciate her being bilingual. Gladys can be found searching for the owner of a water bottle, putting on a Band-Aid, making phone calls, sending emails, checking transportation issues for teachers, or lending a helping hand or listening ear to whomever needs one. Indian Knoll Elementary School, Maria Hicks, School Nurse. She has 10 years of service with CCSD, all in the same role. In her principal's words, Nurse Maria is a resource to parents, teachers, and staff. She works closely with each teacher to help monitor the safety, health, and well-being of the students. Especially during the COVID pandemic, she has assisted all stakeholders with quarantine timelines and suggestions to protect families. Most importantly, the students love Nurse Maria. She is knowledgeable, approachable, and very nurturing as she addresses students' needs. In fact, she brought a bag of stuffed animals for students to hold and take home to help put anxious nerves at ease. Johnston Elementary School, Travis Kolkitt, Custodian. He has 4 years of service with CCSD, all in the same role. In his principal's words, Travis is an amazing individual. He is reliable, a hard worker, and team player who has the very best attitude all day. It has been nice to see Travis come out of his shell and joke around with the staff as well. Travis was voted by our staff because of his work ethic, positive attitude, and willingness to do whatever we need him to do. He is so pleasant, even when he is asked to do unpleasant jobs around the school. Knox Elementary School STEM Academy, Allison Rhodes, School Nurse. She has 9 years of service with CCSD, all in the same role. In her principal's words, Ms. Rhodes' composed and calm nature has proven resilience as she continues her work in a high-stress environment as an elementary school nurse during a global pandemic. Ms. Rhodes never wavers amidst difficult situations and is still able to manage to be kind and thoughtful to all students and colleagues after a hard day at work. There are many families at Knox who have grown up having Nurse Allison as their school nurse. Many of our families rely on her knowledge and expertise as they trust us to keep their students safe at school. Liberty Elementary School, Irena Lundin, Special Education Paraprofessional. She has 15 years of service with CCSD, including 8 years in her current role. In her principal's words, as a veteran CCSD paraprofessional, Irena has an amazing work ethic and true commitment to the children she has served. Irena is genuinely loved by our entire staff and has the most genuine of hearts for children in our school family. Irena not only assists the specific student she is assigned to, but also is there for every student that is in the classroom and needs help. We could not be more pleased to see Irena receiving this honor. Little River Elementary School, Annette Fountain, School Nurse. She has 2 years of service with CCSD, both in the same role. In her principal's words, Annette is an incredible nurse. She shows up on time every day, completes her duties with a smile, and cares for the needs of our children and staff with patience and love. Her clinic is clean, orderly, and often decorated with seasonal lights to provide a welcoming environment to our students. The students love it and they love her. This year has brought increased workload because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and Annette has risen to the challenge that was placed on her. Annette is truly a light to the school, and we would be lost without her. Macedonia Elementary School, Susan Grant, School Nurse. She has 5 years of service with CCSD, including 3 in her current role. In her principal's words, Nurse Susan runs our school clinic flawlessly with the sundriest staff and student needs. Her skills are exceptional, but her work ethic is beyond reproach. She not only cares for our students and staff members physically, but she works together with our counselors to ensure their social and emotional wellness. She worked nights and weekends to keep track of COVID. She would never let any documentation slip through undone. We are a more prepared and competent staff because of Nurse Susan. Mill Creek Middle School, Lynette Greene, Student Records Facilitator. She has 5 years of service with CCSD, all in the same role. In her principal's words, Lynette Greene does so much to keep Mill Creek operating on a daily basis. In her role, she is the first person that families meet when they enroll their child. She works with these families to answer all of their questions and put them at ease. Many times, students and parents walk in looking nervous about a new school, only to leave with a smile on their face. Her collaborative nature and friendly attitude are among the many reasons why she has been recognized by her peers. Mountain Road Elementary School, Melanie Parrott, Secretary. She has 8 years of service with CCSD, including 2 years in her current role. In her principal's words, she is one of the hardest working employees in our building. There is no task she has ever shied away from tackling. Beyond her many regular duties, one of the biggest contributions to our school has been her work to form new school partnerships and strengthen current partnerships. In just 2 short years, she has helped us gain 10 new partners in education or companies that care. Due to our location and small size, finding partnerships can be a challenge, but Melanie has worked tirelessly to overcome these challenges for our school. Oak Grove Elementary School Fine Arts Academy, Sandra Fox Custodian. She has 3 years of service with CCSD, all in the same role. In her principal's words, Sandra spreads joy all over the building with her willingness to always help others. She does her day-to-day responsibilities with a smile, even when someone interrupts her to ask her to do something else. She goes the extra mile to help each and every person in our building if they are needing assistance with something. With Sandra around, our school runs so smoothly. She truly is an asset, and we are so blessed to have her here. R.M. Moore Elementary School STEM Academy, Nora Visuete, Parent Engagement Facilitator. She has 10 years of service with CCSD, all in the same role. In her principal's words, Nora is outstanding in so many ways. Over the past 3 years, as we merged as a school, Nora immediately recognized the importance of making relationships with our families and providing a welcoming experience to our school. She also has been an essential contact to our families during remote learning. She is the bridge that is connecting our families and school at such a critical time in education. It is hard to imagine what our students, families, and school would do without Nora. River Ridge High School, Callie Mondello, Attendance Secretary. She has 15 years of service with CCSD, including 13 years in her current role. In her principal's words, Mrs. Mondello is the smiling face that greets all students, staff, and parents who enter her office. She provides a high level of professional service and is truly committed and skilled in her work with students, parents, and colleagues. She is so efficient and continually looks for ways to grow within in order to better serve others. She is truly caring, passionate, and dedicated about her work. Sequoia High School, Erin Krantz, School Nurse. She has 6 years of service with the CCSD, all in the same role. In her principal's words, Erin Krantz has always been one of the hardest working members of the Sequoia staff, but since we opened up for face-to-face instruction this fall, Erin has gone to another level. She takes her job seriously and makes sure everyone who has a COVID question gets the right answer, and assists the administration by providing the quarantining list of close contact students. She does all of this while still rocking her regular job and always providing her clinic visitors a smiling face and excellent customer service. Sixes Elementary School, Bonnie Schroeder, Supportive Instruction Paraprofessional. She has 21 years of service with CCSD, including 12 years in her current role. In her principal's words, Ms. Schroeder gives 110% every day. Ms. Schroeder loves a challenge. As we know, all students have different obstacles that they face. Some are more outward than others, and some manifest through various behaviors. Ms. Schroeder seeks out students who are experiencing difficult times, and she builds a relationship with them. Many parents have asked personally for Ms. Schroeder to work with their child. The community has faith in her due to her long-standing dedication and high rapport with students and families. Teasley Middle School, Kathy Thomas, School Nurse. She has 6 years of service with CCSD, all in the same role. In her principal's words, this year could certainly be considered the year of the nurse. More than ever, her leadership skills have been needed and utilized. She has demonstrated her leadership abilities in assisting with contact tracing, contacting parents, and working with individual students, all while maintaining one of the busiest clinics in CCSD. One of Kathy's best qualities is her ability to stay calm in the middle of a storm. Nurse Kathy is a model of data-driven decision-making, logical thinking, and calming reassurance. Tippins Education Center, Courtney Dempsey, Special Education Facilitator. She has 15 years of service with CCSD, including 7 years in her current role. In her principal's words, Ms. Dempsey has been able to take a very difficult year and carry on just as easily as any previous school year. She constantly diffuses problematic situations with ease and is always very professional and level-headed with her responses. She is able to put out the fires of others and develop creative solutions to any and all problems while never complaining or losing her cool. She is an unsung treasure and very deserving of recognition for her service to Tippins and the district. Woodstock Elementary School, Anna Vesio, Front Office Clerk. She has 5 years of service with CCSD, including 3 years in her current role. In her principal's words, Anna is such an incredible asset to her school. Anna is incredibly helpful and supportive of staff and students. She cares deeply about the well-being of others and is always willing to lend a helping hand. She calls, interprets, communicates with families, and even mentors students. I've never seen her without a smile, and her happy demeanor is contagious. I'd like to nominate her for Support Staff Employee of the Century. Woodstock High School, Terry Barobel, Secretary to the Athletic Director. She has 3 years of service with CCSD, all in the same role. In her principal's words, Mrs. Barobel is the glue that keeps the athletic office going. She is the epitome of service with a smile. Not only does she keep up with all of the paperwork for our entire athletic department, she does it with a genuine willingness to help. She is kind, understanding, and caring, and always has the best interest of the student athlete at heart. She is such a bright spot in our office and in our halls. Woodstock High School is lucky to have Mrs. Veropel. Woodstock Middle School, Renee McClelland, Student Records Facilitator. She has 4 years of service with CCSD, including 3 years in her current role. In her principal's words, I imagine that this year has been a challenging year for every registrar. Mrs. McClelland has consistently set herself apart with her attention to detail, desire to make sure everything is correct before publishing a change, and willingness to stay late, work weekends, and on days off. No matter what the task, Renee is there to help. She is the first interaction our new parents have with our school. She is welcoming and professional and shows great empathy and the desire to get things right. CCSD, Office of Curriculum and Instruction, Dawn Welch, Administrative Assistant to the Chief Academic Officer. She has 16 years of service with CCSD, including 1 year in her current role. In her supervisor's words, Mrs. Welch is a dedicated and hardworking employee who was hired as a paraprofessional but quickly climbed to her current role. Her administrative assistant acumen is a true treasure and asset to the division. Within her short time in this position, Mrs. Welch has created an environment of trust and collaboration among her peers. Without a doubt, everyone who has ever interacted with Mrs. Welch will say that she is extremely organized, has a beautiful work attitude, and is reliable and trustworthy. CCSD Office of Financial Management, Vicki Holroyd, Executive Director Secretary. She has 22 years of service with CCSD, all in the same role. In her supervisor's words, not only is she the most dedicated, persistent, and dependable person I know, she is also a joy to work with. She is laser focused on each task at hand and finishes projects sooner than expected on a regular basis. She proactively identifies and notifies management about issues. She discusses with the group best processing practices, and she speaks up for the department to ask questions that need to be addressed. She focuses on the team as a whole rather than just herself. CCSD Office of Human Resources, Vicki Ross, Employee Benefits Specialist. She has 20 years of service with CCSD, including 7 years in her current role. In her supervisor's words, Vicki never fails to impress with her vast knowledge and ever-present positivity. Her proactive approach, unwavering enthusiasm to learn, and ability to problem solve are truly inspiring. Vicki is innovative and creative, always seeking ways to streamline and improve upon daily processes. She is dedicated to outstanding customer service for all CCSD employees. I witness her kindness and compassion toward employees and coworkers daily. CCSD Office of Safety and Security, Robert Williams, Emergency Communications Facilitator. He has 2 years of service with CCSD, both in the same role. In his supervisor's words, Mr. Williams plays a very important part not only in school police, but the entire school district. He possesses the knowledge to handle work of the most complexity in nature. He displays a high degree of recognition, acceptance, and prestige in dealing with others. He is tasked with ensuring that the very lifelines the district depends on are operational for any critical task or any simple communication between staff. CCSD Office of School Operations, Sue Hotelling, Executive Director Secretary. She has 16 years of service with CCSD, including 3 years in her current role. In her supervisor's words, Sue Hotelling exudes professionalism in all that she does. She consistently exhibits a positive disposition and growth mindset in her work. She is solutions-minded and provides logistical support for her office peers, as well as school-based classified staff. Ms. Hotelling consistently maintains a customer service attitude toward our school and district personnel. She assists families and parents with empathy and understanding. In those conversations with families, she seeks to understand, de-escalate, and resolve. CCSD, Office of School Operations, Transportation Department. John Chadwick, Vehicle Zone Foreman. He has 21 years of service with CCSD, including 5 years in his current role. In his supervisor's words, with ASE Master School Bus Technician and ASE Master Auto Technician certifications, he brings a wealth of knowledge to the shop. John uses his knowledge and skills to teach up and expand the skills of all vehicle technicians at Shop 2. His leadership and commitment to all stakeholders, both internal and external, can be seen daily. He challenges the technicians daily to put the safest buses on the road every day as if their own child is riding that bus. CCSD, Office of Support Services. Carla Cornelissen, Secretary to the Director of Facility Maintenance. She has 38 years of service with CCSD, including 20 years in her current role. In her supervisor's words, with over 38 years of school district employment, Carla has witnessed the many advancements and improvements that have taken place. I think one can safely say she is a dedicated employee. Carla possesses a vast and wide-ranging array of knowledge on both the culture and inner workings of a school and the central office. Her experience is invaluable to the district and our division. Carla always displays an unfailingly positive attitude no matter the situation and leads by example with honesty and integrity, which are the cornerstones of her life. CCSD, Office of Technology and Information Services. Belinda Leach, Clerk. She has 13 years of service with CCSD, including 7 in her current role. In her supervisor's words, while she has been an instrumental part of our team for many years, there are no words to adequately describe her commitment and performance since the COVID-19 pandemic began last spring. To say that she went above and beyond for her team is simply an understatement. Belinda also takes time to consider the team's personal needs. When a colleague experiences a severe illness or loss of a loved one, she helps make sure our employees know they are being thought of in those difficult times. It is now time for our program's surprise announcements. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Brian Hightower, will make those announcements now.
Wow, it's been an amazing evening. I have so enjoyed hearing the great things that your peers and your supervisors have said about you. All of our honorees are just tremendous employees, and we're so proud of you. We want you to know tonight how much we thank you and how we couldn't have done this year without you. It's been a very difficult year, and so we appreciate you very, very much. On top of all the gifts that our honorees will receive tonight, our 3 individual winners will also receive some additional gifts that we've been able to get on your behalf. I want to tell you about those tonight. One is a pound of coffee from local coffee shop, Alma Coffee. We're very proud that they partnered with us, as well as 3 $50 gift certificates. The first is an Amazon gift certificate on behalf of Nova Engineering and Environmental, another $50 Amazon gift card on behalf of Centegix, and a $50 gift certificate from Riverstone Corner Bistro, as well as an additional gift certificate from Practically Perfect Day Spa, which is located in Canton, and a $300 Visa card funded by our sponsors. We hope you enjoy these among our winners. Thank you. So now, without further ado, we want to announce our 3 winners. Obviously, we're very proud of all of our honorees, but the winners this year for the 2021 Cherokee County Support Staff Employee of the Year go to the following 3 people. First, for the Central Office, Belinda Leach from the Office of Technology and Information Services.
Here is another tribute to Ms. Leach from her division's nomination. When all schools and offices first closed due to the pandemic, we all did our best to provide remote support from our homes. However, not all tech support can be done remotely. When we had to bring some of our technicians back on campus to safely provide these services, Belinda's immediate response was, "How can I help?" She not only took on all of her normal duties, but jumped in headfirst to learn even more skills to assist. While others were sheltering in place, she was at the office every day and helped take charge of new processes to facilitate the support for our teachers and students. We created a temporary repair center in our training building. After rotating some of our staff through the front desk to manage the customer traffic, Belinda took on the role of managing all incoming repair appointments. She helped schedule several hundred teachers to get new laptops while schools were closed. She even learned technical skills to help deploy software or erase hard drives. When it became evident that the school closure was going to be extended beyond the initial 2-week period, Technology Field Services staff took on the monumental task of relocating thousands of laptops from schools to our campus for distribution in the parking lot. Belinda helped make hundreds of calls to parents and processed hundreds of support requests to notify parents of their scheduled pickup times. Also, the students with the most needs could have a laptop or hotspot at home to continue their learning. When school ended and the drive-through drop-off lanes had closed at all schools, Belinda then took on the task of receiving textbooks, library materials, computers, hotspots, and even band instruments when our office became the central drop-off location for parents that missed the opportunity at their child's school. She is humble and shy to accept recognition, but she is confident in her role.
Our second winner tonight from the elementary school division, Sixes Elementary School employee Bonnie Schroeder. Congratulations.
Here is another tribute to Ms. Schroeder from her school's nomination. While Ms. Schroeder would be an excellent candidate for Sixes and CCSD Support Staff Employee of the Year any year, it is most fitting that she was selected this year. During this school year, Bonnie suffered the tragic loss of her husband to a reckless driver. Though she grieved the loss and continues to work through this tragedy, I was amazed at several things. First, I was amazed that Bonnie always asked about the students in school when I called to check on her. She wanted to see all of her students, and she stated she felt like she was home when she returned to work. Second, I was astonished at the overwhelming love shown toward her, not just by her colleagues, but from the entire community, and even students and their families going back over 2 decades. The love poured out on her and her family in food and cards and assistance and prayers and gifts and so many other ways was indeed a powerful testament to this community, but also to the impact Bonnie has made on countless lives. And while I know everyone did their best to social distance, there was simply no way her colleagues, friends, students, and even administrators could keep from reaching out with a hug. Bonnie Schroeder has always displayed a high degree of integrity, responsibility, and most importantly, love in her work here at Sixes. She is a leader in our building through her hard work that she does every single day. She is also a most dependable team player. Her good judgment and mature outlook ensure a logical and practical approach will be followed, and her heart always finds the good, even in the most difficult of situations.
And our final winner tonight for our middle, high, and center designation is Ralph Bunche preschool employee David McMickens. Congratulations.
Here is another tribute to Mr. McMickens from his school's nomination. David McMickens is one cherished member of the Ralph Bunche Center family. One look at our sparkling floors and polished faucets, and it's easy to see that our school is the lucky beneficiary of a very hardworking man. His talents, though, go far beyond his typical job description. David knows the name of every child in the school. He will stand in the hallway, patient and smiling, while he accepts countless greetings and high fives from our adoring preschoolers. His kind and warm demeanor makes him safe and approachable to even our most timid students. Often, "Hi, Mr. David," is the first verbal greeting our new talkers will learn. David's work ethic is strong and is evident daily in his investment to our school. Each administrator, teacher, and student has stories of David's willingness to go above and beyond the more traditional calls of duty. We recognize and appreciate with all of our hearts his endless efforts. David McMickens is truly a hero to all who know him. He is an asset to both Ralph Bunche and Cherokee County Schools. The staff here are proud to call him a coworker and lucky to call him a friend. David has been offered other positions, which came with more money and extra accolades. However, His desire to continue to beautify the Ralph Bunche campus have kept him here. David is simply a joy to work with. No job is too big or too small, and no request is too much. He comes to work with a smile on his face and brings love and laughter to all who surround him. Congratulations to all of our honorees. Thank you to the Cherokee County Educational Foundation and all of our sponsors. Thank you to CCSD staff Penny Dempsey, Ann Reed, Lee Patty, Jeff Pence, and Lori Stewart for assisting with this event. My name is Barbara Jacoby, and I'm honored to serve as your Chief Communications Officer, and I was honored to help with this celebration. Thank you again for all that you do.